I am standing on the front steps of a 2-story brick house on Fernwick Avenue, arms folded against the October wind, when I blurt it out. The bowl is still warm in my hand, steam curling up like it wants to apologize for me. I look straight at Marcus and say, "Your mother's soup tastes like dishwater poured over wet bread." The porch light buzzes. Everyone hears it. His sister, his 2 cousins, the neighbor who always lingers with a beer. Marcus freezes with the spoon halfway to his mouth. A single noodle slips off and lands on the wooden planks. I laugh because the silence is so loud it feels like a joke. Marcus sets the bowl down gently, wipes his mouth with the back of his wrist. He does not shout. He just says, "You will not speak about my mother like that in her own house." His voice is level, almost polite, and that terrifies me more than yelling. Then he walks inside and closes the door behind him. I roll my eyes, turn to his cousin Dana and mutter, "He will get over it by dessert." Dana looks at me like I'm something stuck to her shoe. She sets her own bowl on the railing and follows Marcus indoors. The neighbor mutters a curse and leaves. I'm alone on the steps with the crickets and the cold. Inside, the lights stay on until 3 in the morning. I know because I sit on the living room sofa scrolling through my phone, waiting for him to come back downstairs and admit I am right. The soup is bland, anyone can taste that. When he finally appears in the doorway, his eyes are red-rimmed and dry. He carries my duffel bag in one hand and my coat in the other. He says it is 2:05. "Cab is outside. You are not sleeping here tonight." I laugh again, louder this time, because surely this is a performance. "Marcus, come on. It is soup." He places the bag at my feet. It is respect. I pick up the coat, sling it over my shoulder, and walk past him with exaggerated slowness. My plan is to teach him a lesson by sleeping at my friend Leela's place. I will be back by brunch, I think. He will beg me to return. Leela opens her apartment door in pajama bottoms and a look of pity. I tell her the story expecting her to side with me. Instead, she pours coffee and says, "You mock the one thing his mom left behind. She died last spring, remember?" I had remembered, but only in the abstract. I shrug. It is still just soup. Leela sighs and changes the subject. I stay 3 nights. On the 4th morning, Marcus texts, "I moved your things to storage. Key is at the front desk." I stare at the message, heart thudding, and tell myself this is still a bluff. I drive to the brick house. The locks are changed. My key turns uselessly. I ring the bell. Dana opens the door halfway and says he does not want to see you. I push past her. Marcus stands in the hallway holding a cardboard box. He does not look angry. He looks emptied out. I reach for the box. "Can we please talk like adults?" He sets it on the floor between us. "Inside are the photo albums you wanted, your grandmother's ring, and the signed divorce papers. Sign them or do not. Either way, you are moving out." I feel the floor tilt. Divorce? Over soup. He closes his eyes. "Over every time you decided your opinion mattered more than my feelings. Over the jokes about my paycheck, the eye rolls when I talk about my mom, the way you check your phone when I am telling you anything that matters." His voice cracks on the last word. I am done auditioning for the role of husband who keeps forgiving. I open my mouth to argue, but nothing comes out. The hallway smells faintly of rosemary and chicken broth. I hate that smell now. Outside, the wind has teeth. I drive to the storage unit and sit in the car staring at the metal door. Inside are boxes of my life labeled in black marker. I call Marcus 3 times, straight to voicemail. I text a long apology with 3 crying emojis. No reply. 2 weeks later, I run into his friend Devin at the farmer's market on the riverfront. Devin used to tease me about stealing all the good strawberries. Now he nods once and keeps walking. I grab his sleeve. "Hey, how is Marcus?" Devin stops, looks me up and down like I am a wilted bouquet. Happier than I have seen him in years. He started boxing again, got promoted at the firm, and someone else is making him laugh. "You should sign those papers and let the man breathe." Someone else. The words land like a slap. I mumble something and walk away. My reusable bag swings against my knee, heavy with overpriced tomatoes I do not want. I draft better apologies, long voice notes, a handwritten letter on thick cream paper. I drive to the brick house at dusk and leave the envelope under the doormat. The porch light is off. The next morning it is still there, soggy with dew. I take it back, unopened. Thanksgiving arrives. I spend it in a bar on the east side where the windows fog with beer breath. I scroll Instagram and see Dana post a picture. Marcus at the head of a long table, smiling at a woman whose face is half cropped out. The caption reads, "Grateful for new traditions." I down my drink and ask the bartender for another. December 1st, the divorce is finalized. I do not contest anything. I sit in the courthouse hallway and stare at the ring on my finger, the one my grandmother wore through 3 wars and a depression. I twist it off and drop it into my coat pocket. It feels like surrender and relief at once. I move into a studio above a bicycle shop. The radiator clanks like it is angry. I cook ramen and burn it. I never learned his mother's recipe. I never asked. One night I walk past the brick house. The windows glow amber. Through the glass I see Marcus and the woman from the photo decorating a tree. She laughs at something he says and leans her head on his shoulder. He looks lighter, like someone removed stones from his pockets. I stand on the sidewalk until my toes go numb. I whisper I am sorry, but the wind steals the words and throws them into traffic. Back in the studio, I open the last box from storage. Inside is the ceramic bowl his mother used for soup. I had packed it in haste, thinking it was mine. I run my finger along the crack near the rim. I remember the way she smiled when she served it, how Marcus closed his eyes at the first spoonful like he was praying. I set the bowl on the windowsill and leave it there, a monument to everything I broke.